The first time you watch this, you'll probably focus on the tech. But on the second watch, think about the log. What does it reveal? It's Alex's story, their relationships, their life, a little bit of their anxiety, a whole lot of their trust. Yeah, it's a sci-fi concept, but let's take it seriously. Imagine a world where sharing your keys isn't a pain but a pleasure. You don't have to hand over something irreplaceable and then worry about it. Instead, you can digitally create the equivalent of a key that works only once, that expires after use, that proves someone was there. Suddenly, keys are more like tickets than tokens. You can put them in an envelope, send them in an email, drop them in a box. It's gifting access without handing over the whole house. That's what the app offers. And I'm going to show you how it changes everything. People in the loop, it starts with a visit. Alex's sister texts, "Can I swing by Wednesday afternoon while you at work? Need to drop off that charger I borrowed?" In the old system, that question triggered a logistics puzzle. Hide a key, coordinate schedules, leave the door unlocked and feel weird all day. Now it's easy. Alex opens the app and creates SysWed. Active between 2 to 4 p.m., single use, auto expires when used. The interface is almost cheeky in its confidence. Share code? Sends it with a smiley and a thanks. At 2:31 p.m., SysWed used. 2:44 p.m. Front door locked. 2 lines that equal trust. Documented. Next up, the food delivery that Alex ordered for dinner gets dropped off while they're at work. Same deal, just a different preset. Delivered W15, a 15-minute code generated for each delivery. The driver rings the bell cam. Alex answers, confirms identity, and gives access. It feels like a game, except the stakes are real. Like if the door doesn't close behind the delivery person, that's not ideal, but it does. So now Alex can go through the rest of their workday without distraction or doubt. When Alex comes home, the door is already locked. They could easily unlock it with their own code, or with the fingerprint sensor. But today they pull out their phone and punch in SysWed just to see what happens. The door stays locked. SysWed is spent. Once a key's been used, it's done. No more entries. Alex pulls out the spare physical key just to test it out. The lock doesn't ask for a code. Keys are old school. The redundancy is their whole thing. Wait, we haven't even talked about the best part yet. If Alex had left their front door unlocked and gone to work, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. But now they know for sure that their sister came by and that the door was locked the whole time. It's peace of mind. It's a record. It's documentation. It's actually knowing, not worrying. Deliveries on your terms. A week later, a courier announces a window that overlaps a meeting. Alex leaves a note on the door with a formal tone that somehow still feels friendly. Press doorbell for delivery. When the phone buzzes with the doorbell cam, Alex answers, confirms identity, and generates deliver 15. 15-minute code that works once. The courier leaves the package just inside. The lock reports closed. Alex relocks the door from the meeting table without breaking eye contact with a slide deck. Weirdly, it feels not like giving control away, but like keeping it. Now, imagine a visitor who doesn't have a smartphone. Do they get left out? Not at all. Alex can either send them a text message with a numerical code or trigger a temporary physical key, one that works for a few minutes and then disappears. It's like magic, except it's reliable. It's like a key card, except it's much more flexible. And like a key card, it's really useful for deliveries because any driver can be trusted with a 15-minute code. But nobody can steal it because it only works once. The cleaner, upgraded Alex, checks the cleaning schedule on their fridge. Every Wednesday, the same cleaner comes by. She's great, but their interactions always felt a little fraught. How long to leave the door unlocked? How much to trust? How to make sure the door is locked again? Now the app takes care of it. The cleaner sends a text saying she's there. Alex opens the app and taps CleanWed, which is a standing code that says welcome to the house between 12 to 3 every Wednesday, limited to 2 entries in case she needs to run to the store or use the bathroom. If it's used a third time, the app pings Alex to approve. It's not suspicion, it's hygiene. 2 weeks in, the cleaner texts a simple done and Alex replies with a rainbow emoji and nothing else. Trust tracked. Boundaries with friends. There's a friend who is a delightful hurricane of spontaneity. Before drop-ins meant juggling. Leave a key, hide it, hope it's not lost. Emergencies, practice systems that matter deserve practice. One evening, Alex runs a drill. What if a neighbor needs to water plants while Alex is away? Create an A-plant, active for the week, usable once per day. Share. Then revoke midweek to simulate a change in plan. The code grays out, the door forgets it ever existed. Practice doesn't just build skill, it builds relief. If the neighbor needed to use the door in that made-up scenario, they would get a short-lived code. But what if it was a real emergency? Could a firefighter or paramedic get in without a code? Absolutely. They have master override codes that work anywhere. Basically, these digital keys don't work on the main door. But they do work on secondary exits and entry points, which means fire safety is improved. Everyone knows the quickest way out. But those codes are for emergencies only. They're known, but rarely spoken of. The human side of tech, not everyone loves codes.
Only.
Alex's elderly aunt, for one, hates numbers and presses buttons like they're landmines. For her, Alex registers a simple, memorable sequence and sticks a discrete label near the keypad. Press if stuck. The doorbell cam pairs with the lock so Alex can pop it open remotely if nerves went out. The point isn't to make people conform to the system, it's to make the system conform to people. When sharing goes wrong, one lesson comes the hard way. Someone Alex barely knows asks to crash for a night between leases. Months ago, this would have meant either an awkward no or an anxious yes. This time, Alex creates guest son for a single day, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., one entry and exit. After a few hours, the guest texts, "Forgot my charger inside. Can I get back in?" The code is spent, and Alex decides whether to extend based on how the day went. Control is polite, but firm. It's also surprisingly easy to add someone new to the system. All it takes is a name and a photo. No complicated paperwork or ID checks, just a quick look to make sure that this is a human being and not a bot. The log that doesn't lie on a quiet Thursday, the app shows an unlock event at 10:14 a.m. that Alex doesn't recognize. Heart rate spikes, stomach drops. Alex scans the details. It's clean WED used by mistake on the wrong day. Quick text. All good. Wrong button. Yep, sorry. The entry is clumsy, not malicious. Alex's cortisol drops. That's what logs do. They turn fear into facts. And the best part, they turn facts into actions. Say there's a pattern of doors opening at 3 a.m. and you aren't a morning person. You can start by checking in with yourself. Is this real or imagined? Then you can investigate. Maybe it's a pet or a roommate or a fan. And if it's something more serious, you can call the police with a detailed record of what happened, when it happened, and how it happened. That's security. Every time you share a password, you're creating a potential vulnerability. But by tracking who has access to what and when, you can spot problems before they become disasters. It's a leap of trust, but trust with awareness. That's the kind of trust we all want to give and receive. Thanks for watching till the end, and I'll see you next time.